What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with Heart and Hustle Houston, Season 2, Episode 6, My Weak Bitch Era. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm, okay? I am on a road to 1K. This Friday on the 10th, I have my first interview with Kaja Mapp from Girls Need Love. I will also Black Girls Den will be live with me on the interview. Will be live with me for the interview. Okay, so we both will be interviewing Miss Kaja. Okay, she plays Fallon. Again, it's on Peacock, y'all. 6 episodes, 30 minutes. Y'all, please check it out. It is really, really good. The setting is in Atlanta. It's not just for women. It is for everybody. So, yeah, do yourself a favor and go watch it. We are waiting on a season 2, okay? So, yeah, it's pretty good, okay? So, yeah, Heart and Hustle Houston. Season 2, Episode 6. So we get to we start with Ro and Chloe. Ro wants to put something together for all of the ladies, something sexy, so everybody needs to wear the animal print round. I'm childish, I know. What y'all gonna do? So Chloe asks who's being invited. Girl, Chloe, you know everybody. This is just your way of coming in trying to be messy to ask if Miss Ashley was going to come. Because you know Ashley, you know, she ain't really feeling Ro like that. But Ashley, you put that all on yourself. Okay? So Ro said, listen, the huge is coming. I don't even know why you asked her that. But whatever, Chloe. And Chloe asked about Ashley. Like, what about Ashley? Ro was like, I mean, we can invite her, but I don't really know her like that. Hey, all right, girl. I don't know her like that. So Chloe proceeds to tell Ro what Ashley said about, you know, Chloe proceeds to tell Ro that Ashley said she had a wall up. Rose said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and invite her because that's weird. Like, I don't have time for that. So Chloe defends Ashley and says, Chloe said in her confessional that Ro has a hard exterior and that she don't give people a chance. And I don't think it's that. I just think I don't know you. I have to get to know you. But the thing is, every time we seen a new person come and introduce themselves, these people have been messy as fuck. And so for people to want somebody to be open and inviting to people who come in being messy as fuck is pretty shitty. That's shitty. Like, no, that's crazy to me. Anyway, she said that Ro doesn't give people a chance. And she said that Ro needs to let her guard down. And I just feel like, no, I'm not going to let my guard down unless I know you and I feel like you're good. We are all different. I am opposite of Ro. Like, I'm going to speak, you know, and that's what she did. She speak, she's polite, but like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to be your friend. No, I think we're all like that. I'm speaking, I'm polite, but I'm seeing you. I'm not just, you know, like, I'm seeing you. I have to watch you. But I'm not just jumping to be your friend. I'm literally watching you. Not like, you know, like that's creepy. But I watch people. Okay? I watch people. And then when I meet people, if I ever meet you and my moral compass say fucking I am not going to be around you. I am when I meet you initially and my moral compass is yeah, it's a no for me, dog. And I'm rarely like that. Anyway, So Chloe thinks that Ashley is cool. Ashley ain't cool. Ashley messy like you, and Ashley is messy like Labrina. So Chloe then tells Ro that we don't know what Labrina has told Ashley at this point. But I also feel like, again, you, Ashley, and Labrina are messy. Ashley is messy by way of Labrina, but they connect because they are just alike. You've been messy, Chloe. I've been seeing you, Chloe. I've been clocking you since season 1. I mean, I was hard on these girls for season 1. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm trying to be nice. So anyway, Ro talks about, her and Sophia, because Chloe asked what's going on with her, what's going on with the baby Zeddy. Okay? So Ro talks about how, her and Sophia's dad don't really agree, how they don't see eye to eye, and their co-parenting styles are very different. And basically, I don't know what the hell I wrote, but what I will say is I can relate. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, we get to Manira and her mom. So, we found out Manira is talking with her mom. And she said in her confessional that her mom visited her family in India, and her mom ended up being hospitalized. And Manira was frantic because I can't get to my mom. My mom's all the way in India. And I mean, if I was her, I'd be frantic too. She said since her mom is aging, more health issues are arising. And she was like, I really don't know what to do with that. So Manira asked her mom, she was like, listen, I don't want you to continue to stress yourself out. And her mom was like, I don't stress out. Her mom was like, you do. Like, you agitate yourself a lot. And that's so funny because my son just told me, he was like, you get so aggravated so easy. I'd be like, okay, I do. I'm working on it. So anyway, we also find out that her mother finds it difficult. We find out that her mother and Norm are still not seeing eye to eye. And her mom isn't comfortable with saying anything or asking anything of Norm. And I feel like we need more context, because we need to know why. Like, is he not inviting? Because believe it or not, there are some people, when you come into their home, they can be very condescending, and they can be very rude. And so when they are very rude and condescending, it makes a person who lives with them shut down. I know somebody like that. I would never live with them, but I'm just saying I know somebody like that. Like, you don't even want to visit because the bitch is a bitch. Okay. Woo, child. Anyway, so yeah, I do have questions. Like, is he an asshole to your mom? Like, is Norm an asshole? Like, is it, just some things that you just really want to know? You just want to ask, just questions that we have. But she tells her mom, she was like, but you've been living with us for like 10 years. And her mom was like, I'm not used to living with a man. And her mom was like, she was like, well, you've been living with us for 10 years. And I guess for me, why can't your mom move to a senior living? Because, baby, there are a lot of great senior living places out here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I know there are some beautiful ones out in Houston as well. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? They don't be playing. These little senior livings. Okay? I just want to go and tell them people, listen, can y'all move the ages to 43? Because I want one. Okay? I want one. I want to live amongst the seasoned people. They know everything. They see everything. They let you know who come to your door. Hey, somebody been at your door. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Willie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Willie Mae. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why, if she find that difficult, did she, like, why not, put her in an independent senior living? It's not a nursing home. It's not nothing like that. It's just a 1-bedroom senior living. But maybe they found it cheaper and they got a bigger, they have a house enough that way they won't have to spend more money. So I do understand that as well. So we find out that Manira don't have a close relationship with her dad, but she asked her mom, do you mind me inviting my dad to a family dinner? Her mom was like, listen, I don't mind as long as you don't sit the nigga next to me, and you need to hide all your knives and forks, okay? Hide all the sharp objects. I'm just kidding. Was you kidding? Because I'm all for it. Slice him up, girl. Okay, slice him up. Get to Khloe and Jordan. Khloe said in her confessional how her kids have issues with Jordan, and she has an issue with Jordan. And I'm just like, do you need to go any further with this relationship? So Khloe has a conversation. Her and Jordan go to a place and they're having a conversation about the kids not wanting her to be married or not wanting a stepdad. And why are you talking to this man about this? I don't understand. He doesn't need to know everything. But whatever. You know what? Never mind. So she wants the girls to spend more time with Jordan. And again, she wants Jordan to continue to, and this is what I'm going to call it, to invade the girls' space. She wants him to show up to pick them up from school, go to their recitals, and go to their programs and all of these things. You're still trying to force Jordan on them. They don't want that. But we'll get to the end of this bullshit at what the stuff she said at the end. Anyway, Khloe is so thirsty, and something tells me that her husband probably was more hands-on with the girls while she worked, and when her husband passed away, that's when Nico filled in the husband spot taking care of those girls, and now you want Jordan to step in. And I'm just like, no ma'am. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for you to be a single mother. People do it all the fucking time. Like, get you a damn village. Get you a village. You have Khloe. I'm sorry, not Khloe. You have Labrina. Like, these women here can bring your village. You have family members. I don't know if your family members are cool people or not, but you have a village. And you're acting like you just don't. And you know what? I can't say I find it hard to believe, because some people don't have a village. And that's unfortunate. But just my prayer for, let me say this. My prayer for Khloe, even though I was cussing, really, my prayer for Khloe is that she really gets therapy. That's it. Like, get yourself together. Get these girls some therapy. Get Nico something. Like, family, remove Jordan. Anyway, Ro and her baby Didi. Okay? So they have a conversation. She tells him what was the reasoning. She starts the conversation off for the basis of their conversation. She feels like Sophia changes after she returns home from her father's. She gets in trouble with, she returns back home when she leaves her father's. She gets in trouble. Things are changed. Her attitude has changed. He admits that his way can be very aggressive. Why? She's 12. Why are you aggressive with a 12-year-old? What does that look like? What does that mean? Do you hit her? Are you yelling at her? Why can't you talk to her? She seems like the type of kid you can actually have a conversation with and she'll listen. And if she does something, he feels like, he was like, one thing he does is if she acts up, he'll take her, he will reduce her food from a regular menu to a child's menu. And I'm just like, because that for me feels like that is rooted in trauma. What are you do? Why are you doing that to her? That feels like I don't know, y'all, but it almost feels like a trauma response. I don't know. That's crazy. Like, why would you do that? Instead of having a conversation with her about what she did, you punish her by not allowing her to eat certain things. That's crazy. Most people take a phone. Most people take away some other type of electronic, or have a conversation, find out the why. Maybe she doesn't want to be over with you. Maybe she's acting out because of it, but you just gonna go to the extreme and probably yelling at her because you're probably impatient. You give me that, mister. Okay, I don't know you, but that's what you damn sure give me. Okay, I know that's your baby daddy, but I don't know. He look mean as fuck. Anyway, Rose says in her confessional that she would never do that. She said that they are different in their parenting. And he tells her that she needs to find a better way to communicate. And she was like, so you saying it's me? And he was like, no, I'm saying it's both of us. No, sir, you're trying to say that it's her. So I feel like her baby daddy is cruel not only to her, but I feel like her baby daddy is cruel to Sophia. And I don't want to really push my opinion as to why, so I'm going to leave it with myself. But I don't like this for these ladies. I don't. Anyway, it's not right. But he apologizes to her, but I feel like he's still not going to change. He then asks her how she looks and asked her to stand up. And I was like, sir, if you don't go somewhere. Then he told her, I'm going to bite the back of your neck. Sir, go bite a brick. Okay, moving along. Jordan and Latoria. Latoria, why are you still entertaining Jordan with this ring situation? Because I feel like this ring is just, again, as I stated, over on my opinion on Mrs. Best and Watching Mouth Reviews. Y'all go over subscribe to their channel. Shout out to them. That ring is just to hook Khloe and keep Khloe around for as long as he can. Sir, you probably can't even afford the ring. Okay, are you going to get the ring today? You just want to keep this lady. You just want to say, oh, I got you a ring. Do y'all know something? Not something, but somebody told me this. We had a thing going on. Okay, my last name is Jones. Okay, if you don't know. So he was like, yeah, cause told my friends and everything. Yeah, I got her a ring and showed them the ring and everything. They ain't gonna tell me, I got you a ring, but I ain't want to give it to you because you was tripping. Sir, again, that was a long always got a stupid story. That was a long time ago. Okay? Long time ago. Okay? Anywho, it was just a hook and keep. Okay? That didn't last long. I mean, the back and forward was a mess. Okay? But that particular time didn't last long. We parted ways. He came back. I needed to work on myself. Okay? I needed to work on myself. Anyway, I did though, because it can't come back. But Jordan and Latoria. Anyway, why are you wasting time with Jordan in this damn ring? Jordan said he's gonna head to therapy. All of a sudden, Latoria see growth. I still see bullshit, but hey, Latoria, girl, just Latoria, please. Okay, Manera and her dad. Manera's dad is very avoidant. He won't share with her his health issues, nor he wants to share with her what happened, I guess, between him and her mother. And it had to be something for her mom to leave India, take Manera, leave India and move, or I don't know how that worked, but she left and moved to the States, or moved to, I think she moved to the States or whatever, moved to Houston or whatever. And this was really sad because, he was like, I know what happened between us. And she was like, what? And he was like, well, I'm not going to say. Well, sir, why would you tell her that? Like, it was like just trying to pull teeth out of her dad. And she hadn't seen her dad in so long. And I think, I don't know. It feels like, she would just want her dad to just kind of show up better as a father, even though she didn't get that before. Like, we're in the now. So I kind of want you to show up better in the now and move forward. But, like she said, older people, they're stuck in their ways. And that's unfortunate because a lot of older people, y'all gonna have to get out of being stuck in y'all ways. I do feel like sometimes y'all miss whatever is supposed to be for y'all because y'all want to be stuck in y'all ways. I don't know who told y'all that shit was cute, but it is absolutely not. And I cannot with y'all. So yeah, it was terrible to me. I hate that for Manera. There's resentment, a lot of resentment on her mom's end when it comes to that dad. He must have really put her through it. I'm not going to even guess and say what I think it is. He did tell her, you'll find out, but he'll pass everything on to her once he passes away. So I'm assuming he'll write it in some type of diary or whatever and then give it to Manera instead of just telling her. And I think it's the shame and the guilt that he is not able to voice it. And sometimes it's like that. It's not because he don't want to. It's just sometimes it's just hard. It's hard for people. It's easy for us to say, just go ahead and say it. No, some people can't because it's shameful and hurtful. I feel guilty for, now they may not have felt guilty then, but now I'm in a place where I feel guilty. I'm living with what I did, and now I feel guilty. I can't say it out loud because it's hurtful. So, we can't, all we can do is respect it, and it is what it is. She'll find out whenever she's supposed to find out. Anywho, we get to Rose Animal Sexy Party. Listen, I don't have another word for it. Y'all, so I would call it Rose Animal Sexy Party, okay? So Ro asked the ladies what is their fetish, and Ro said she like being big. Baby, that's why you was with that little baby Didi, okay? Cause the man did say he was gonna bite you. He was gonna take a bite right out of crime. And so she said she like being choked too. You know what? I'm gonna keep my business to myself, okay? Keep my business to myself. Anyway, Manira likes pulling hair. Something about that made me feel like she just kind of came up with that. All the ladies just came up with something. I feel like the only person that was honest was Ro, and it's really unfortunate. Okay, see, the ladies on the other shows, the housewife shows, they don't mind sharing their whole activities. Okay, they don't mind just sharing the stuff that they do. Okay, we live for it. Okay, y'all got to put it out there. It's alright. It's alright. We don't judge out on this side of heaven. Okay. Latoria says she likes unique places. Latoria, girl, when was the last time? Alright, Latoria, we'll entertain that. Fine. Labrina said she likes being considerate. She likes when the man is being considered. Girl, I was like, this some foolishness. Okay. So Sterling walks in. He's the owner of the restaurant that they was in. The way he was looking at Ro, like the way he hugged her, the way, okay, I'm sorry, it gave we hunched. The way he looked at her with all that seats in his eyes. I was like, Bernard. Okay. That little man wanted to climb that tree. I wasn't mad at it though. So, I was blushing. Look, first of all, I was blushing. Okay, he wasn't even talking to me. Okay, when you show up with that type of energy, I was blushing. Okay, I know she was blushing, but if you can make me blush like that, I was blushing. Okay, I gotta get my eyebrows done. Anyway, Ashley explains what she meant by Ro having her walled up, and Ro was like, cool, so now we got to understand it. Manira said, whenever she's dealing with something, the way she carry herself, you'll never know. And I don't like that. Can we just not do that? I feel like the ladies had this same conversation last year, and I wish that they had done something different and maneuver out of that. Like, I really challenge these ladies to maneuver out of spaces like that and show up for themselves and not in some ways kind of self-abandon a little bit. So Chloe said she felt like she's always dealing with something and she just masks it. She says she won't bother anybody or burden anyone with her issues. She also said that she's in her weak bitch era. And I think this is where Jordan comes in, because she wants Jordan to be strong for her when she's weak. But ma'am, I'm gonna say this again. I always say this. This is one of the things that I go by, whether you have somebody or not, because they may not have the capacity. And I'm not saying this is true. What I'm saying is, when you're vulnerable, I feel like that is a person's most strongest time, because you're allowing yourself to feel, to go through, to heal, to be open, and to just go through. That's how I feel. I feel like that's the person's most strongest, and nobody can't fix that for you. Nobody can't be strong for you. That's a lot to always put on somebody, even though she didn't say that. I'm just saying, y'all, it's okay to be in your weak bitch era, I guess. It still makes you strong. It doesn't make you less weak. It just means you're being vulnerable to be able to start your healing process if you're open to it. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, Latoria said because we're black women, we don't get a day off. And I need y'all to stop doing that too. Take a day off to lay down and cry all day. And I'm not, what I'm saying is, give yourself space, grace, give yourself moments. I have literally started to do that. Give yourself all of it. You're deserving of it. Okay. Chloe said in her confessional that Nico don't want Jordan around and the girls don't want a stepdad, and she's mentally exhausted with putting other people first, including her kids, which meant she doesn't want to consult with anybody, those kids, when it comes to that man. She just wants that man in her house because this is what she wants. And we're not even talking about Nico, because Nico is grown. We're talking about your girls. And unfortunately, when it comes to your kids, you have to maneuver around them. There are some things you may not be able to do. And again, everybody's parenting style is different. And mine's may not look like Chloe's. But there are some things I just would not do. Just for you to have a man around. And I'm trying to just not be judgy, but I just feel like that is not okay. Your girls are telling you exactly how they are feeling, and you are ignoring that just so you can get your coochie wet. And that's all it is, because all Jordan is doing, all he's doing, is giving you the best you ever had. That's the God honest truth. And with all of that being said, this is where the episode ended. So this is Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.